Yes, it has happened. Everything is official, and Luchito Luis Diaz is officially a player of Bayern Munich. Yeah, he completed his move from Liverpool to Bayern just this morning, and I'm very sure we all saw it coming. We knew he would be leaving because he has been very vocal about his choices. He made it obvious that he wants to move on to other opportunities. Barcelona is one of those ones that were at the top of the list, but because of financial situations, Barcelona couldn't match what Liverpool are asking for. But regardless of that, he got his move, and this time around, he was able to make a move to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich were also trying to play down the price, and I won't even beat them up for that because it is very understandable. If you go to the market, you try to buy something that has quality for as cheap as possible. That is what they try to do. But the very sad situation that occurred with Musiala during the Club World Cup, we all know about it. The injury he picked up kind of forced their hand, and they had to urgently make a move for Lucho. So it worked out well for Liverpool. We were able to get 75 million from this particular sale. We are going to talk later about what does having this money in the bank mean for us. But at this very moment, the full focus is on Lucho because he really served well. He served really well as a Liverpool player. He gave us 3.5 years of excellence, pure commitment, pure devotion, pure hard work. Of course, there were moments in several games that we had issues with him. There were moments that would be like, yo, you are being wasteful, you are dribbling too much, you need to finish off your chances. This is not a surprise. I don't think there is any footballer out there that goes into a pitch for 38 games in a season and they give excellent performance in each of these. So despite the fact that there were some of those situations with Lucho, overall he really had a good time in Liverpool. The fans respect him, and of course he deserves it. And that is why at this very moment it kind of seems like a perfect time for each of us to move on. One thing I know about Liverpool is that we are never going to keep a player that is no longer interested in being in that place. So the way everything was handled, he said he's going to move. Liverpool noticed that there is no point trying to convince him to stay. So they try to work things out with Bayern, and by the end of the day, we got 75 million for it. So at this very point, I'm very sure Bayern Munich are happy. I mean, go out there, check the announcement for him. It shows they are happy to have him. Liverpool are happy to get the money from him. Lucho is happy to get the move that he really wants. And by the end of the day, we as fans, we may not really love the whole idea of losing someone like Luis Diaz, but we come to terms with it, we understand the whole situation, and we make peace with it. So at this very moment, just a few minutes ago, we got the official announcement from Bayern Munich. They had to unveil their player. The announcement is just superb, and I'm not even surprised about that because as much as we Liverpool fans and we fans of the English Premier League like to hype up our teams because they deserve to be hyped, we still don't disregard the quality of other footballing teams in other leagues. So if you go to Germany, Bayern is one of the top teams there, and it is really not a surprise that they are ready to spend big to get someone they really want. So the official announcement came from them. Liverpool's official page also gave announcements that Lucho is stepping away from the club and moving into a new place. They gave their farewell to him, and Lucho, on his own part, added a touch of excellence to it. What did he do? He left a farewell message for Liverpool, for his teammates, for the fans. And this is exactly the best possible way to step away from a club. So I understand that at this very point, now that we know where we stand with the whole Lucho deal, we are becoming very curious about, where is this money going to be spent? And the obvious no-brainer is on Alexandra Isak. That is basically where Liverpool have their full focus on. This doesn't mean that we are not going to look into other positions, because we understand that even if we get Isak today, even if he gets announced tomorrow, there is still going to be addition, especially in that back line, the center back position. So at this very point, I think the 75 million we recouped from this particular sale and whatever we'll get from the sale of Nunes would be used to finance the buying of Alexandra Isak. And once everything about Isak is sorted out, I understand that it's a very complex deal. So I'm not even expecting everything to be worked out immediately. But as of few hours ago, the information we got is that Liverpool and Alexandra Isak already agreed personal terms for a 5 years deal. So the information, I also got it from very reputable sources, but I'm just waiting for everything to get over the line before I start my own celebrations. And while we are sorting out everything about Alexandra Isak, I'm very sure that the club are not sleeping on the idea of getting additions into the squad in that centre-back position. So for today, let's just say our big farewell to Lucho for the job well done over the last couple of years for Liverpool. I wish him all the best in his new adventure in the German league. I know he's going to perform really well for them. So with that said, all attention shifts back to Liverpool. Our preseason is still going hard. Yeah, so this is the perfect time to connect with the channel, like, subscribe, do all the fancy things that needs to be done. See you on the next one.